actually deal with this question on the economy. I think when we even take off our political hats, I think what you will see is that we're simply recovering from perhaps the worst trough of the economic cycle that we have every 5 or 6 years. That typically happens after we go to the IMF. But I think you will find that this is the weakest recovery that we have because it's the one built on the least sound fundamentals, where politically the relationship between citizens and state has been damaged the most. Because of this, because of what you called or what I'd call the forgery of the general election results, again, it doesn't matter what has happened before. Because as you said, the majority of this nation is born after 1998, and the majority of this nation was voting for the first time, and the majority of this nation saw its vote disappear for the first time. So what happened before is in a way irrelevant to them, right? It is irrelevant to what they see in terms of what they should be able to expect from a state. I think you see the discontent, and I think you see the government trying to react to that by suppressing their voices. Now, I was often thinking why this is important, because I think when our generation was growing up, we also grew up in an era of General Zia, where we pretty much knew that we had limited voice. But I think that was the norm at that point, to an extent, right? And I think at this point, in an era where people are used to expressing themselves, to take that away, and I saw you pick plenty of words with deliberate caution as you were speaking, and perhaps rightly so, right? I think it feels much more painful when you have something that you expect taken away from you. So I don't think, first, the economy is doing as well as it would have for people to be able to compromise their personal freedoms, not by any stretch. And you see that by the complete lack of confidence of any investment in Pakistan. And I think citizens feel more suffocated than they ever do. And I think what that ends up resulting is in state reactions that are more irrational and that actually block all potential pressure release valves in our governance system that allow uncontrolled reactions to take place. And that's, I think, what we risk, and what anyone who actually feels Pakistani should want to avoid.